Sure sign we're getting old. Our hands, I think my hands are frozen like this. It feels like
From the pool.
from pool poles.
Yeah.
And just they're like. First off, I've eaten all the skin. I feel like I've eaten my fingertips off again from the chlorine.
Oh, I was like, I'm the one with the nervous
Well,
habit
no, I
that's
see.
always picking at my-
I chew my fingernails driving down the road. If y'all saw the carpet in the Jeep, it's actually kind of gross. The carpet in
Sam, stop.
the carpet and the passenger side floorboard. Yeah, I need to get in there with a vacuum.
You probably need.
But-
does anyone want to do a trade? Detail your car?
Detail. Well, I mean, Miles Carpet Cleaning, they do a vehicle interiors.
That's true. Let's get Miles.
Robert, yeah, you might want to. I don't know if you want to do that, Jeep, but you were saying before we started your hands.
No, I was saying today at the COA graduation.
Right.
Every time I started clapping, I was like, "What? Why are there chunks of like wood, like splinters of wood? There were splinters of wood, like not. It was splinters of wood, but it wasn't giving me splinters. But I was up in that room for 4 hours today, like trying to get the paint off the floor because I'm a crappy painter. Well, I thought we were going to sand it. I am very sloppy, and I thought we were going to sand it. So then I was like, well, I'm not going to worry about the paint. And then I was like, maybe I want to put carpet. Maybe I don't. Maybe I want to do this. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to spend the money and the time on sanding if we're going to do something different. So I was like, let me just clean it up. Well, I don't think those floors have ever been like really clean. Like we sweep them, but I don't know that I've ever really mopped in there.
Right.
And so I had Goobagon, I had the alcohol, I had a whole thing going on. I was like getting so much goop off the floor, like literally taking off like the varnish or whatever, but then some of the wood was splintering. So anyway, as I was clapping today on the stage at COA for graduation, bits of wood were falling into my lap. And I was going like this, like shaking it off. And of course, I was in a seat where I was the end of the second row, but the first row stopped one seat.
Oh, so you're visible. So you're actually visible from the audience.
That, and I had a hangnail that I kept like picking at, and I wanted to go like this so bad. And I was like, everyone can see me doing that. So
yeah, on the stream. We'll have to go back. I'll pull the stream.
Yeah.
I think
one time I did do this, and I was like, oh, stop it, Emily. But yeah, it was a little bit.
Graduation on YouTube? Was it on YouTube?
Do not go and look right now.
I am looking right now because
no one would really have noticed other than I just kept doing this because I'm like, what is going on? Like at first I looked up, like is something going on in the ceiling? Like these little pieces of wood just followed up, and then I was like, oh my gosh, that's wood from our floor.
Oh, there it is. That's Emory. No, that's Emory. Oh, here it is. Yeah, stream 15 minutes ago. Yeah.
Well, no, they had a 6 o'clock one.
Oh, there was a 6 o'clock. Oh, I didn't know there was two different ones.
Yeah, I went to the 3 o'clock
Okay,
one.
well, here's 3 o'clock. Yeah, I've got it on YouTube right now. So go on YouTube and see if you can see Emily picking her finger or clapping with her fingers.
But let me just say this about graduation since we started with this and we're in cold open. But I will say, we've talked about it on here before. I am a member of the College of the Admiral of their board of trustees. And I didn't know much about the COA until I really was on the board. I mean, I knew about it, knew that it was, a good community college, and but I didn't know all the programs. I knew they had a nursing program that was excellent, and I just knew a little bit, but not a ton. But I am so impressed with the faculty, the staff, Dr. Bagwell, who's the president, like the nursing program, all the different programs, and to see those students today. Mm-hmm. Some of them are high school students. Some of them have their associate's degree before they will have their high school degree.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
It's insane.
3 weeks before. Yeah.
The one girl there were 2 students who spoke, and the one girl's from Currituck, and she's heading to Pittsburgh.
Pitt Community College? No.
No. She's heading to
Pitt.
She's pre-med.
Oh, she's headed to Pitt.
Pitt, yeah, and so
there's that Netflix show everybody Noah Wiley stars on. It's called The Pit.
Oh,
that basically is a rip-off of St. Elsewhere is what they're accused of being ripping off St. Elsewhere.
Just so everyone knows, Ollie the cat is back, so I'm not like being weird scratching or something. He's got his nose under my fan.
Okay.
But anyway, it just, as I watched all the different kids and young adults and older adults, there weren't very many older adults this time, but you see them, the pride, as they should be, of graduating there, and the families, and probably most of them worked a full-time job to do that. Like, it was just, I don't know. I saw one of a woman who was my cashier at Tar Heel Pharmacy. She graduated
Oh,
today,
cool.
and her husband is a professor there. He gave her diploma. She graduated in the nursing program.
Right.
And Jackie Stratton, her daughter, graduated there. Her daughter's going to ECU. She got like a full 4-year scholarship down there. Some big scholarships. So she's going there. But here again, she has her associate's degree before she has her high school diploma. Stop looking for it.
I found it. Now I find it. I think I found the moment.
So anyway,
there's a problem with the stream. So Emily is second row to the left there.
You can't see it because our picture, or it says podcast on there.
No, you're right above the E. You're right above the E. You're looking down right now at your fingers.
Yes.
You are. I mean, literally. This is as zoomed as I can get.
Sam Walker, stop.
You've looked down at your fingers. Now you're back up, and you're like, oh, okay.
It happened like 3 times before I figured out what it was. So anyway,
right.
It was. But
so,
we
found
want.
it.
I just want to throw out there, that everyone everywhere, the community colleges are a great resource.
Right.
And their education is good. It's great. Is what I'm not, but it's a great resource. And as some people, it is they get what they need, and that's as far as they go. For others, it's a stepping stone. But I really was kind of brought to tears a couple times just looking at these young adults walking across that stage and not knowing what their next thing is. And it just, I don't know. I just wanted to give a shout out.
Yeah, but most of them have a much better idea at that age what they're doing than we did at that age, or at least me. I don't know.
I knew exactly what I was doing.
Yeah, that said me. Okay.
Some people go to college for 7 years.
Yeah, that's right. A lot of people go to college for 7 years.
They're called doctors.
That's right.
I did keep my shoot, it's in the car.
Oh.
I did keep my paper that was on my seat. I was going to joke with you and Mom at dinner tonight. I was going to put it on the table because it's my seat. It said Dr. Walker.
Oh no, that needs to go on. That's going on the set.
It's literally just a piece of paper it was printed on, so they knew
it's
I was
going on the set. It goes over. It'll go over. I know. We've got a whole thing over there. It's all my credentials and stuff that I've saved over the years. That goes in the credentials box. Come on.
So anyway, it was good. It was of course though. I literally had been working on that floor for 4 hours, and then I was like, oh, let me make me and Mom lunch, and then I was like, oh, let me move that room.
Yeah.
Because somebody made a complaint this morning that they couldn't walk through the bedroom because there was so much stuff in there. So I wanted to get.
That was why I was trying to move the chair upstairs. It wasn't because I've dealt with the fact that your makeup table was in front of the dresser where socks and underwear are located for weeks.
I left a 6-inch space so you could get back.
And I hadn't said a word. And then today I had to move that. We had to move that heavy ass chair upstairs in through the door, and it was like couldn't get the door open all the way because stuff's behind the door. And then having to negotiate, and it was like, okay, that's the only reason I said it.
Do you notice that big chair?
Yeah, and then there's a whole bunch of crap over there. We got to find somewhere for some of that stuff.
No. But did you notice that chair?
Yeah.
I moved it upstairs all by myself.
Hey, good for you. Well done.
It was a lot of work.
It was a lot of work. I know. I'm not complaining. I'm not making fun of it. That's
the
props.
upshot is, y'all. The sunroom is 50% is 50% done.
50% done. Yes.
Yeah, because
yeah, we got.
There's a lot more to do, but it is done. We've gotten 2 chairs up there, so we can at least sit and look and see the water.
Yeah, see the lighthouse.
And so we're getting there. But right. So that's the upshot.
Yeah, so I will be spending less time here at this spot in the afternoons and evenings, and when you're home. And more time up there.
We did spend about an hour up there. You were on your computer, and I did my needlepoint.
Yeah, getting the scripts ready, getting everything ready for the show, doing a little work. So anyway.
So yes, that was that.
All right. Well, that's how today went. So let's find out how the week went. Let's get the show started. It's the Sam
and M
podcast, episode 70. At samwalkerobxnews.com. Do we make some reference to the fact that Interstate 70 goes through Licking County, Ohio? I'll have to find a way to do that.
I think you just did.
Well, I'll find a way to tie that into the episode this week. It's samwalkerobxnews.com, your favorite podcast app, YouTube and Facebook. Like, share, follow, subscribe, hit the bell, and 5 stars. Thanks everybody that's been doing that. Those you haven't, do it. Brought to you by Sanctuary Vineyards, Miles Carpet Cleaning, Caribbean Pools and Spas, ToyotaTowler.com, Adinkra Yoga Studio, and Hatteras Island author Jan Dawson. Shout outs. You got the shout outs?
I do. So we joked last week we were talking about water.
Water. What were we talking about? Water.
Disney. You were talking about Disney.
Disney water.
And I made the comment.
Okay, let's reset it. Last week, we did a whole segment on this dad the USA Today finally got around to picking up this viral video from 2 weeks ago yesterday. I mean, why are y'all even trying? Just do your color boxes and all that stuff.
What are you talking about? What viral video?
The one that I played last week. That thing that I played last week. That's where the discussion. There's this guy, it's a Florida resident, took a family of 5.
Yes.
It cost him like
$1,500
basically for a day. And it was like I nitpicked everything that they did wrong. 1 or 2 things that were right. And my comment was, if you buy water at Disney, you're insane. Bottled water is insane. You can just go up to the fountains and ask for free water. And you get ice, too. It's a small cup. It's, 8-ounce cup. It works.
I love the way he says that, as if we don't buy water and Coke all the time at Disney.
Well, yeah, we do. But you don't have to. I will. No. I take advantage of that free water.
I do not.
I do. I take advantage
now,
of the free water.
I will go in with my cup filled with water, but then once it's gone, it's gone.
Oh, no. I'll hit the water fountains. I have no problem with it. Go ahead.
But so the comment was that, so when I travel with my friends, it's always a joke in the airport because now they have like the wall water where you can put your water thing right up there and get it. Well, my one friend Stephanie will not
She won't do wall water.
So she said, so it's all a big joke about us because we're all like, it tastes the same, and half the time some of us are putting like, flavors and stuff in it. So anyway, she says, I'm out on all, in big caps, wall water. Even if it's in the wall filtered, like the fill stations located right outside the TSA in the airport, still wall water, not just in Florida. And she did this big thing.
Right, yeah.
So then Amy is always correcting us. She's keeping us straight. She says, Stephanie, your bottled water is just wall water, probably not even filtered, that they put in plastic for you. And then, so let's see, then, why is it doing that? My thing, take on it. And then, so Georgia had to get in. Let's see. Well, Carrie Dover's like, I'm all in for the free water. And Georgia said, Carrie, that's my girl. Yeah. So half of us it's a split thing, but you should see we're always joking on Stephanie. We're like, it's wall water. So anyway, we created a whole wall water
But think about it. The cool, I always like those things. They have the little counters. Like if you go to certain ones, it's got a little digital LED thing that shows how many bottles of that the plastic bottles you haven't put in a dump because you use that fountain.
You never
noticed that? Yeah, a lot of them have that.
So here's the truth. I don't usually use it either.
No, she doesn't. And you guys have the cups. You do this whole thing. We have what is that stuff?
A resin.
We have resin all over the floor on that side of the studio. And we've got the resin dryer over there now.
If y'all could see the studio, it's
for the cups that y'all make for every trip.
Well, we just started.
Well, you just okay, but you guys make cups for every trip.
We do.
And you don't use them.
No,
she doesn't use it on the trip. Well, okay, you do.
No, I do use them on the trip.
But she buys bottled water to put in it. Yeah. Now, I will admit, I do bottled water. I do have a specific type I get.
What's your water?
My water is the Fiji water because of the alkaline in it. Okay, yes. But the reason why, it fits in my cooler perfect. It's a It's a square bottle. It's, like that tall and square. So it fits perfectly in the cooler. So I can get a whole, whatever, I think they come as 6s. So I can get a 6-pack of those in there. I can get my Gatorades in there. Because I didn't get the full-size Yeti cooler. I got the smaller one. But yeah, I do get Fiji water. Yeah, I'm bougie when it comes to the water. But I'm also getting it because that's...
I grew up on well water. So really, it's not that
I did too. We didn't have county water until the, mid-'80s? Late 80s?
I don't have a problem, just for the record.
Yeah, no,
I don't have a problem.
Sink water?
Can I get my words out?
Yeah.
It's not that I even have a problem with it. The fact is, I'm really not a water drinker in general. So I'll be a Celsius drinker, which is one of my big deals. It's a problem. I should be drinking more water.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need any comments about my water drinking. I should drink more water.
Give her
but
all the
I'm not
comments.
so that's my problem.
Yeah.
It's not that I care. I can drink the well water. And honestly, a lot of times when we go to Disney and we get the drinks, if it's you and me, I'm not carrying one of those cups.
Yeah, I know.
And also, if I am carrying one of those cups, a lot of times there's like...
Oh, it's not water.
It's not water.
Oh, it's water. It's fire water. Yeah.
It's something different. So anyway.
Airplane bottles.
So my problem is I'm just not the drinker of water is really what the problem is.
Yeah.
So.
True.
Anyway.
True. You don't drink enough water.
I don't.
No. Don't have enough iron in your... I had iron in your diet either.
Yeah, I don't. I need to... Well, my body just doesn't absorb iron as well, but I have been so exhausted lately. I really need to get back on
iron.
Taking my iron tablets.
Bad with
which
you.
I have like 5 bottles around here, but anyway, that's another day, another conversation. So anyway, so yes, that was that. And then I want to give a shout out to Tiffany real quick.
Yes, Tiffany Arbogast. You gave me the YouTube, but you sent me as a text. Can you send that as a Facebook message?
I can do that real quick. So Tiffany was actually her mom worked at the store. Your mom and dad's store. Tiffany did. Tiffany was a babysitter for us when the kids were little.
Tiffany's maiden name, how do I totally forgot it? Valentino. But now, Tiffany Arbogast, she is the chorus director at Currituck County High School.
Not anymore.
Not anymore? Really?
She hasn't been there for a couple of years, Sam.
Where have I been?
I don't know, but she hasn't been there for a couple of years.
What is Tiffany doing now?
She works for a company where she goes around and kind of gives speeches, helps train, motivational type training. She and another gentleman do. She goes to South Carolina, big companies. Like she'll do a lot of shipyard companies and stuff. And she goes.
I did not know that.
And then she sells Mary Kay.
Yeah, well, I knew that, but I really thought she was still at the high school.
No, she hasn't been there for a couple of years. Probably 4 or 5 years.
Jeez.
Yeah, but she was going to school. She babysat for us.
Yep.
All right, so I want to tell a funny story.
Yeah.
This is a little racy, y'all. So it is a little racy. You might not even remember this. So we were living in Shawboro on Sandy Hook Road.
Uh-huh.
And we were getting ready to move. But you were always getting me for Valentine's Day one year.
Okay, yeah.
Do you remember this?
No,
story?
But I mean, okay.
For Valentine's one day, you were always getting me oh, here's a nice nightgown. Oh, here's this. And then one year you got me this book.
Yeah.
That
book. Yeah.
You pulled out each chapter was a challenge or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like I don't know. We'll just say
it was a challenge.
It was like love something or whatever. So we were moving and I was cleaning. This is how it went with those gifts, y'all. I stuck them in the back of the closet. So we're getting ready to move, and I'm cleaning out the closet, and in the bedroom, it was in the bedroom in the closet, and I put it on my dresser in the bedroom, and I was going to take it to the thrift store. I mean, it wasn't like a completely racy book, but it was like you tear it out, it'd be like, take your wife to a nice dinner, and then take her to the beach for the night. I mean,
right.
It was like that, but, a little bit of innuendos, but it wasn't completely anyway. You had given it to me for Valentine's
PG.
Day.
It wasn't
like PG-13, maybe PG-17.
PG-13. Okay. It wasn't a hard R.
But Tiffany babysat for us
right
that day. And so James, I think at the time, was in the bedroom. I don't know. They had spent time in our bedroom. And that's fine. That's normal how it was. But Tiffany, when we got home, usually we would talk our ears off. We would be talking. And she just kind of said, okay, thank you, bye, and left real quick. Tiffany left the house real quick that night. So I go in the room and I look on the dresser. It's the only thing on the dresser. Everything else is kind of packed up. I was like, oh, Tiffany saw this book and thinks that we're...
I don't think you ever told me this. I don't remember. Or I don't remember. It's been so long.
You don't even remember giving me the book. Anyway.
No, I remember the book.
You do? Okay.
So anyway. The incident.
So anyway, real quick, y'all. Let me go back to Tiffany and what I wanted to tell y'all. So anyway, that's my... every time
That went... Yeah, we didn't expect where that was going.
It was so funny. And I did say something to her. I think I finally got the nerve up a couple years later. And she's like, I don't know that I saw that. She's like, maybe. It's like, you don't have to be nice. It's okay. But anyway, Tiffany has a beautiful singing voice.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, beautiful. And Tiffany is in, there's a global nonprofit Christian singing competition where funds are distributed to the artist. So the artist gets like 20%. The charity of the artist's choice gets 20%. She has picked her church is going to get the 20%. And the rest of the funds for the live production and the finals at the Tobin Center for Performing Arts in Texas are for Habitat for Humanity. So it's a way for Christian vocalists to use the gifts and talents God has given them to share the good news of the gospel with an audience bigger than a Sunday service. It is my hope that the message in these songs brings hope and inspires people to follow Jesus. So she already made it through round 1 of voting. And I voted. I had posted it on my Facebook page, and I had put it on there. But voting for round 2 begins this Friday, the 16th of May, at 9 p.m. Central Time. Mm-hmm. And it ends at 9 p.m. Central Time on June 1st. So there's plenty. You can vote.
Yeah.
You can pay for votes, but you also can vote once a day free.
Right.
And this round is based solely on popular votes. So the more votes she gets, the more she's going to do it. Only the top 25 will go on to the finals from here. Mm-hmm. And she did say, I'd love your votes, shares, prayers, or any combination of these support avenues. Thank you so much, and blessings to each of you.
All right.
So.
All right. Because I don't know what she sings, there's copyright stuff that we get flagged on. I push the boundary, so I'm not going to play the audio here. But what we'll do is we'll put the YouTube link to the video in the description. And we'll put a link to how you can vote in the description as well. So that's down below.
Well, the voting won't be, it'll be out. I think the link to vote will be out after this week, but we can put it on next week's.
Yeah, we can do that. Just watch our socials. We'll share. Right. We'll be sharing on our socials. But anyway, we'll put a link to the video it's in the description.
So then I think when she wins, so some people haven't even gone on any farther. That money that they did, since they didn't win, that money goes all to Habitat to Humanity. They're keeping the way she was explaining it to me is the big one will be Habitat for Humanity, and she gets a recording single if she wins. So it's there's one more. The way she explained it to me is, first round voted, second round she needs to be in the top 25. The last round, they bring in judges that are in the recording industry. Okay. So there is one more stage after this. But
cool.
I would love to see Miss Tiffany Arbogast go far. So she is, she's just a genuinely good person and has a beautiful voice. I seriously would not be on here telling y'all to listen and vote if I didn't think she wasn't worthy. So anyway, that's all. That's my last shout out.
All right. I had a couple in my head at some point during the week, and they totally went out because that's how things go, and it's been kind of a crazy week.
Well, you did shave your head, so maybe it went with all your
hair. Went with the hair? Yeah, I went with the hair.
Last week,
no, I know which one.
Last week, Harper said, Peepaw, your hair is too long.
Yeah. It was getting too long. It was getting too shaggy. And it looks bad, especially when you got the headphone, because I get the double dip here. I get the headphone ring and the sleep machine ring are right across here where the headphones have sat for how many years now? 30 years. I think part of that there's a groove right here in my skull now, but it's from this and that.
Gotcha.
Where is that story? Shout out to the First Light middle school lacrosse team. Finished their season undefeated.
Oh, that's great.
And I have a
story. Is that Jordan's team?
That's, Jordan is what's Jordan's last name?
Lane.
Lane, thank you. Jordan Lane is the head coach. He has taken that program having taken over that program, 3 years ago, 4 years, 5 years ago. Jordan's amazing coach. It's funny because he when I did their game against Chesapeake when they did the Gwen game, which is every year for Gwen Boston, in memory of Gwen Boston. He would just got off work at Bad Bean, comes to get do the game, but he's also in a band. They play at
Jack Brown a lot.
They play at Jack Brown. They play at Avalon Pier a lot. But anyway, they went undefeated this year. So shout out to them.
And Jordan played lacrosse with James and Jonathan.
Yeah.
And he was the green pole. He was the first one who had a long stick.
He was a long stick, but he had a green one.
Yep.
Yeah, here it is.
I told him he could never change it, so I could always see him.
Yeah, so they won. And they, of course, feed into First Light's team at the high school. They're in the second round of the playoffs tonight, Thursday night. And yeah, what was I trying to say? Yeah, they went 10-0. The middle school team went 10-0. Won the championship game 10-2 over Virginia Beach, one of the Virginia Beach teams. So
and
yeah,
Jordan has a little girl named Harper.
Yeah, that's right. Sure does. So anyway, shout out to them. That was one. I know there's several others, and I'll probably think of them before we get done. And if I don't, I will save them for next week. So, all right. Let us thank Jen Dawson.
All right, Miss Jan Dawson. It's starting to warm up, and of course, thoughts turn to relaxing and glorious summer days on the beach. Looking for a beach read to get you in the mood? Try Jan Dawson's Hatteras Island novels. The final book in her Outer Banks themed trilogy, Tangled Lines, is now on sale. Tangled Lines is a standalone sweet romance, continue with the characters from both Storm Season and Hooked on You. If you enjoy stories about resolving inner conflicts, learning to follow one's heart, and realizing what's truly important in life, you'll enjoy this story of untangling all the lines of love. These stories will whisk readers away to the sun, sand, and unforgettable love. You can find Tangled Lines, Storm Season, and Hooked on You at all local Outer Banks bookstores and on Amazon, where the audiobook version is now available for download. Like and follow Jan Dawson Writer on Facebook for upcoming appearances by 2024's best-selling author on Hatteras Island, Jan Dawson.
Yep. Pretty sure she'll probably be at First Friday, which is in downtown Manio at Downtown Books. She'll make regular appearances in Corolla Susan's bookstore there down in Corolla Village, in Duck. And then, of course, around. She did some TV recently. She did Channel 8 up in Greensboro. And I believe she was on WRAL in Raleigh not too long ago. So, yeah, you can check those out as well. You're looking for something that's looked like.
No, I just need to get, before we go to our dinner next week.
Yes.
I need to go.
Talk about that.
Whalehead Club, their little store, has the women's club cookbooks. No one has them.
Okay. Then remind me, and I'll go tomorrow. I'll go Friday.
Friday. Okay.
I'll go Friday. Tomorrow. Today's Thursday, by the way. It's Thursday. Okay. Yeah. Just remind me, and I'll run up there after I get done on Friday. I should have time. All right. Let's also say thanks to Miles Carpet Cleaning, and summer's here. It's here. Let's just say it. It's here.
It is here.
Get it started right with clean carpets, rugs, and upholstery. Just call Miles Carpet Cleaning and get it all looking and smelling fresh like a warm summer morning. Serving Currituck in the Outer Banks, the Miles Carpet Cleaning family has been cleaning things up on both sides of the water for the last decade. Their $99 special can't be beat. Get 3 rooms and a hallway clean to perfection, including an orange scent carpet deodorizer and Scotch Guard for just $99 from Miles Carpet Cleaning. Call now, 252-207-6707. Find more great offers by following Miles Carpet Cleaning on Facebook. Robert Miles and his family will take care of you like you're one of the family. Forget the rest. Call the best. Miles Carpet Cleaning at 252-207-6707. That's 252-207-6707. All right, so yeah, that's the scatterbrainness that we have. We were talking about the. Why are you blowing in the microphone? Don't ever blow in a microphone. People don't ever blow.
Did
you can
pick up.
Yeah, I picked it up, but also you can damage the diaphragm. People do that. No, never blow in a microphone.
I don't know why I did
that. People
70 episodes I've not done that.
I know. Why were you doing it? Never blow in a microphone, even with a windscreen. You can damage the diaphragm and kill the mic. We were talking. The reason you mentioned the Moyock Women's Club cookbook is because we had a chance. Of course, if you haven't seen it and you're on YouTube, you can scroll down and you can see the full conversation. Promise, this weekend we're going to post video of our stay at the Sanderling, which included a preview. I promise. It's coming out this weekend. I finally, even with a dead phone that I had to go get a new phone yesterday. That was enough motivation because the video disappeared. No. The work parts are gone. It's all the work parts are now into Adobe, so now I can get it. So thank you, Cookbook. So we went to the Sanderlink. We went and got a chance to meet Vivian Howard, Chef Vivian Howard. Theodosia opens next week, and we got next Wednesday. No,
Thursday.
Thursday it opens to the public. We're getting the free preview the night before, so we got invited.
You just say we get the preview. You don't have to throw out free.
All right. We get the preview. We're getting to go to Theodosia before anybody else. I say before we're been invited, so we're gonna get to do that next Wednesday. I'm gonna have to figure out how we're gonna do the podcast. Do we put it off till afterwards so we can talk about it,
or do we stay a night at the?
Could stay a night at the Sanderling
because you're off on Thursday.
I am off Thursday.
I'm off on Thursday too.
You're mumbling.
I'm off on Thursday too. Anyway, so we get
the Moyout Women's Club cookbook because we had said, hey, she wanted local cookbooks, or was we?
Well, I jokingly said to her, I said, I bet you get a lot of cookbooks, and she said, no, I do. She said, I actually would like some local ones to put here. Like she's not going to take them home.
She wants it for the collection.
For the restaurant. Yeah, she wants a collection there at the restaurant. Yeah, so I would like to take one to her.
Right.
The Mayock Women's Club cookbook. That's been. And all us women have been selling them for like 10 years, these cookbooks, because you had to order so many.
Right. Okay, so there's one at the Wellhead Museum.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'll make sure I go to Crawl and get one. Okay.
I need to actually probably call and make sure. Like
we know
there.
People. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll find out. Anyway, what were we going to talk about tonight?
Couture by the Shore.
Yes. You, there's no video up on that yet, is there? But there's a bunch of photos, and I think there's a bunch of video. Last week we talked about on the show, showed the year before. This year, so Emily's second year, walking the catwalk. Why didn't I have that pulled up? I don't know if I can get away with it. I might be able to get away with it. Anyway, you were walking the catwalk again at Couture by the Shore.
I did. I'm trying to get. Trying to think.
You're trying to find? What are you trying to find?
I'm trying to find my Southwest point number, rewards number.
Oh, you're being paged. Do I need to pause? Because it would be 3 shows in a row. We've had to hit the pause button.
No, we're not pausing it. We're not
pausing. Okay. What is the name of that song? It's not up on the catwalk. Simple Minds? That wasn't Simple Minds. Was it? Was it this? I don't remember that. Anyway. No, that was not. That's not the song I was thinking of. Okay. Anyway.
So
let me go in and search for that.
Got there. So while you're doing that, it was Saturday.
Yes.
I'm telling you, the vibe is so just amazing. It's just a good feeling there. I didn't get to look at the silent auction things, but the room was packed, and I swear they had more. I think they had some out, it was bigger than I've seen. They had more things to auction off. Amy and Joanna came to support me and support the cause.
There you are.
I got there, and I was one of the second model there. I got there early because I wanted to make sure I could walk the catwalk with my shoes and make sure I wasn't going to fall. And it was just fun. It's just a lot of fun. I did have 2 glasses of Prosecco, fairly
courage,
full.
Yeah, the courage juice.
And I felt full of myself. I saw a lot of people I hadn't seen. I hadn't seen in a while, or actually I saw my old boss's wife when I worked at Tar Heel Pharmacy. I worked for Jim and Allison Robertson. And at the time I worked for Jim and Allison, I was probably close to 300 pounds.
Right, yeah.
And I haven't seen Allison probably in 10 years.
Right.
Anyway, she was sitting at a Twitty table. I believe she was with Twitty. And I was talking to, Megan's mom was there. And I was talking to Megan's mom. And she was sitting next to Allison. And after I finished talking to Tracy, I said, hey, Allison, do you know who I am? She goes, I have no idea who you are. I said, I'm Emily Walker. She goes, oh my God. And she stood up. She's like, I would not have ever recognized you.
Right.
I just would not have recognized you. And Allison was always sweet. She's just a sweetheart. So I always liked Allison. So she was very nice. I think she lives at the beach now. So I saw Allison tell test judge. Saw these. I love I love going to things like this. Like, so before the event, before the walking the catwalk, you have outfit number 1 and you walk around holding a little sign and it said the French door, and I had my little outfit on.
And you got your Prosecco and juice. Yeah.
Well, I didn't walk with the Prosecco. Okay. But you walk around and you just kind of say hey to people and show them, whatever. And what I love about that is, like, it gives me a chance to see, like, I saw Amy and Joanna and I saw other people and said, hey.
There they are.
But then you see these women that are, like, literally in their 70s. Like, they've all just come together. Right. They're sitting there. They're having a good time. There's a picture of me at a round table of women that I don't know who any of those women are. And
there's Tess.
There's Tess.
There's Tracy.
Julian had said, hey, take your picture with these ladies. And she's like, well, no, you don't know any of them. I said, do you ladies mind if I take a picture with y'all? And the one lady goes, by all means, honey. And she just got all the girl and the whole table, and they were just friends having a good day.
Right.
And so it was, it's just fun. Olivia, the girl who walked with me, Olivia Hines is her name.
That's her right there.
She is stunning. She's beautiful. You could have put her in a freaking potato sack and she looked amazing.
Oh, there you are with Julia.
Yep. And then there's another picture with Amy Phelps was like our backstage, because poor Julian, it was also her daughter's dance recital.
Oh.
So she had to leave and come back. And Amy Phelps, who is a pharmacist, who's a good friend of mine, she was the backstage mob. She was keeping us straight. And we just had so much fun. Right. And Olivia works as she works for Dare County DA's office, but she also is a bartender at the outdoor bar at Blue Moon.
Oh.
So I told her, I said, do you know how to make a Hugo Spritz? She said, girl, I do. So, and she said, in a French 75. I said, I'm on my way. So anyway, I want to go see her this summer. But she is a young, I don't know, she's probably the same age as our kids, 24, 27, somewhere in there. But she just is so sweet and so kind. And we just laughed and had a good time. And so she puts up with my old butt. But we had a good time. I don't know. I haven't seen a number yet for how much they raised.
Hold on. Come on, y'all. I gotta stop putting. Yeah, I gotta stop putting. All right, let's see. I'm gonna re-rack this video. This is the French door OBX on the gram and on YouTube. You can find, or on Facebook. So there they are, the models. Let's see. Let me take them off and see.
Julian
if I can
said today she was at the UPS store down at the beach, dropped off a package, and the girl was like, oh my gosh, your models were so cute. They look like they're so much fun. And this lady was going on and on about it. Monday at work. Monday at work, couple of patients that I'm not even friends with on Facebook. Like, they were like, you look so good walking the catwalk, Miss Emily. And I was like, how'd you see that? Someone said, you look so good. I liked your outfit. So I guess I had a moment to have a big ego. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you earned it.
I'm just kidding. No, it's a lot of fun. It is so much fun.
All the stuff that you have done over the, to get where you are, you've earned all this praise. She does all this stuff. All those people that come up to you that say, oh my God, and just like what Allison did. Yeah. Come on, that's got to be.
It does feel good. I mean, I would be lying if I said it didn't make you feel good.
Yeah.
I would be lying if I didn't say that. It also makes me sad. Like, it just makes me sad. Sometimes I think about the things that I missed out on, or the things that I maybe didn't do. You know what I mean? Like
the things you didn't do because you didn't feel confident to do them because of your parents.
And the other thing about this is, I'm going to tell you, there were some women that walked that catwalk in bikinis that were probably, I'm 52, so they were probably between 45 and 50. They looked freaking amazing.
I know.
They owned their body as it was. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, they weren't like, I'm not being funny. They weren't, Olivia could wear a bikini and be like amazing, but they looked amazing. And what struck me most about them walking that catwalk in those bikinis is their confidence. I would never, I still wouldn't have had that confidence now, but like, I wish, I don't know. I think it's, if I could go back and give myself confidence, I wish I could do that. No matter what size, no word yet on how much those raised. Last year was $175,000. Again, for the Outer Banks Relief Foundation. You go back to last week's episode, we really talked about what the Relief Foundation does.
I'm sure we'll get the details here shortly on when they get the dollar amounts out. And Evelyn Talbot, by the way, congratulations. She's going to Nevis in the West Indies. She won that raffle.
See, I'm trying to explain to people. They're like, where? I'm like, they do this raffle, and it's not just a raffle to like, to Mexico. I mean, it's like a very cool destination.
The West Indies.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
And they only sell a certain amount of those tickets.
Right. Yeah.
So it's not like 100 people. I think it's only 100 or 200 tickets.
Yeah, let me see. I think they have it on it. But anyway, we don't have the total yet on how much they raised this year. But like I said, last year was $175,000 and goes all to the Outer Banks Relief Foundation. So obrf.org if you want to find out more about them. All right.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's say, are you?
Yeah, I'm just.
Are you good?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right, well, let's
thank Adinkra.
Yes, thank another of our corporate champions.
I haven't been able to go this week. I'm really missing my yoga. Thanks to Adinkra Yoga Studios, rooted in faithfulness, harmony, benevolence, and love. Adinkra Yoga Studios in Currituck offers practices that are centered on the 8 limbs of yoga to create a diverse community where all are welcome to show up and be well. Keisha is an Army veteran, former elementary school teacher, and an advocate for mind and body well-being. Adinkra Yoga Studios has a wide variety of classes for all ages and levels from beginner to advanced, including gentle, chair, heated, slow flow, restorative, yoga nidra, and even private sessions. Not only in her studio at 2870 Currituck Highway in Currituck, but also out in the community. Drop-in classes start as low as $15, and you'll find a variety of membership levels that's just right for you. For more info and to book a class now, visit adinkrayogastudios.com. That's ADINKRA yogastudios.com. Go to her Facebook page because I believe Alyssa is a new instructor on Tuesdays.
Oh, okay.
Alyssa Archer. Who I've done yoga with her for a couple years, and she's amazing. And she listens to us. So
thank you.
She says, our voices somehow calm her, bless her heart.
Alyssa is joining the studio next Tuesday, or this coming Tuesday, the 20th, for Embodied Flow at 5:30 p.m.
Yes. So
that, hey, there's that chair yoga. That's Mondays at 9:30. So if you're not quite wanting to do the floor thing up and down all around, she does have that chair yoga class at 9:30. So there you go. All right. Let's also say thanks to Sanctuary Vineyards. It is acoustic sunset wind down season at Sanctuary Vineyards, going on every Thursday evening from 5:30 to 8:30. What is it? Well, it's live music, it's food trucks, and all the proceeds support a local cause. And it's outdoors, and there's nothing like being hanging out outdoors. Nice breeze. It always seems like there's a nice breeze down there in Jarvisburg because of where they're at between the North River and the Currituck Sound. So whether it's coming from the northeast, and you can get on one side of the building if you don't want to be in the breeze, or if you want to be in it, you can do that too. Whatever, southwest, northeast, whatever it is. It's outdoors. It's free to show up, and it's family and pet friendly. Now, tonight, May 15th, they welcome Mercy Creek. Spare Parts Barbecue is back, and it benefits the Albemarle Area United Way. Next Thursday, the 22nd, it's Jen Exits, Stag Soulshine Kitchen, and it all benefits the Outer Banks Community Foundation. And you can now join the Sanctuary Vineyards Wine Club, The Bunch, featuring free VIP tastings, 25% off case purchases, a ticket to either of their seafood festivals, and exclusive swag too. Get all the details at sanctuaryvineyards.com.
And we will be there next week.
We will be there
Thursday.
next Thursday, the 22nd. We will be there. I've blocked it out. We'll do Theodosia, and then we'll do acoustic sunset wind down at Sanctuary Vineyards. Yeah, I was looking for some Disney stuff. I didn't really find anything of interest this week.
We have a couple more things to talk about.
Okay, what you got?
Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah, the Mother's Day postmortem. Go ahead.
It was actually a good day.
Yeah.
It was a good day, but I say but. It was a very good day. Like on Friday, James took me to lunch and brought me flowers, which are still over there and beautiful. You got Mom and I some flowers and your mom some flowers. Caroline and Harper FaceTimed me in the morning. I was going to take Mom to the beach to just do some shopping and lunch, but late lunch. Anyone who knows my mom knows it would be a late lunch or dinner. But she said she didn't feel like going to the beach, so we didn't go, but we stayed home. You went to work. I was able to work on that room up there, and then I was able to take 7 or 8 bags. I cleaned out the refrigerator, the freezer. Like I did a lot of like cleaning and getting stuff done, and then we had a nice dinner, and I sat outside with some Prosecco and did some needle pointing. Then I got cold and came inside, and you cooked dinner. So it was good. It was good. I'm going to throw it out there again.
Uh-oh.
Well, no. This has absolutely nothing to do with you. This just has to do with, as you would say, Mother's Day and it being a, what do you say? A Hallmark holiday?
Yeah. Okay.
A Hallmark holiday. I saw my oldest. I saw my youngest. I saw 2 of my and Megan and James stopped by, surprised us. I got
Sunday
to see.
evening,
I stopped by their house on Sunday morning, but then they stopped by and surprised us on Sunday evening. So I got to see Georgia twice. Yay! But so I got to see them. Got to see 2 of my 3 grandchildren, and still had 2 breakdowns.
Oh.
And so I just think it's important, and I'm just going to continue to say this. It's okay. Just absorb it. I was in the parking lot after going to the grocery store. Something happened with a cart or something, and it just made me think of Jonathan at the grocery store, or I don't even know. But somehow I got in my car, and I just sobbed. Go on my way, go see Georgia, go see James and Megan, and everything's fine. You and I sit down to dinner by ourselves, and I just start sobbing.
Yeah.
So it just is what it is. And I think the Sunday before was like grieving Mother's Day. I did get from Cindy Norris. I got a real nice a message from her, but because she also is, grieving and lost her 2 daughters. So I'm going to say that it's any tougher on Mother's Day. I think I had 2 breakdowns, but sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. My point is, it's been bothering me all week. And I saw a lot of friends not a lot, but several friends had recently lost their mother, or this was their first Mother's Day without their mother, or maybe the second one. And they were enjoying their day with their children and all, and their grandchildren. But I know at the back of their minds, or the forefront of their minds, is my mom's not here. And so it's something with grief to always remember that there's always this underlying thing. Like you're happy, you're in the moment, you're enjoying it. But then there's always that, not always, but a lot of times there's like a kind of kick behind of, but Jonathan's not here, or, but Jonathan's not going to have children, or, this, whatever the excitement is, Jonathan's not going to get married. Jonathan's not going to, there's always behind it. There's always that, but,
right.
And I think that it's just going to be, unfortunately, part of grief, accepting it, moving on. For a couple years, I tried to push it away. And now I'm just like, accept it, roll with it. It doesn't last for long, and then move on. And then it'll come again. Like no matter how many times it hits me, it's going to hit again. So anyway, to anyone who had a hard Mother's Day, big hugs from me. Right. If you're missing your mom, a special lady in your life, a child, whatever, big hugs. So that's it. But it was compared to last Mother's Day, it was definitely a 9 Much versus better. A 4. So okay. You're good.
All right.
So we're getting there.
We're good. Okay.
Yes.
All right. We want to wrap it up? What do you think?
Sure. Oh, okay. Wait.
No? What was the other thing?
I did sign up for Alaska in July.
Oh, yeah. So
State 31.
State 31. Juneau is where you guys are going.
We're running in Juneau, and we're staying in Juneau.
Okay. All right. But you're flying in Anchorage, or are you flying
No, we're flying to Juneau.
Oh, so everything's in Juneau. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So anyone have any tips on Juneau, what to do in Juneau, let me know.
Yeah, I'm sure
Selena Jarvis had a couple places today.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Hit us up in the comments on that, because start planning. I have no idea. All I know is that you're there the same month. It's July 4th that they drive junk cars off a cliff out there.
Oh.
It's actually pretty cool to watch. It's about as Alaska redneck as you can get, but they actually will launch junk cars and vehicles off a cliff and see how far they can send them. It is pretty funny.
Really?
Yeah. It happens every July 4th out there. So.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
But, I found my Rapid Rewards number.
Oh, you did find it. Oh, you have one. Okay. All right. Well, hey, look. Yeah, we booked the hotel. We're getting the hotel points.
No, this is Southwest Airlines.
Oh, this is for the Southwest. Oh, this is for that flight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got another trip coming up soon. Anyway, so State 31, Alaska. Anybody's got any tips for that? Bring them, send them. I was looking at possibly, I don't know. Now I'm intrigued about Wine and Dine. Only because the shirt pickup thing, it's like, well, it's November. We don't have to run.
It's not November.
That's right. It's Halloween weekend.
That's right.
That's right. It's Halloween weekend this year is Wine and Dine. So no, I'll probably still be working. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, Alaska's coming up for Emily and the crew. State 31.
Yes.
All right. We'll wrap the show up next here on the Sam
and M
podcast. Ready to dive into something new? Caribbean Pools and Spas, the official pool and spa service company of the Sam and M podcast, is now hiring service professionals for this season and beyond. Caribbean Pools and Spas is looking for dedicated individuals who enjoy being outdoors and want to create unforgettable experiences for our customers. With outstanding pay, instant incentives, flexible weekly schedules, hands-on training, and full support from the great Caribbean Pools and Spas management team that'll back you up. Routes are available right now from Corolla to South Nags Head and everywhere in between. Call today, 252-480-2900. That's 252-480-2900. Or visit CaribbeanOBX.com. Whether you're an experienced pro or just starting out, Caribbean is the best pool and spa service company to work for on the Outer Banks. I should know. I work for them too and love it. Join our team and make a splash with the official pool and spa service company of the Sam and M podcast, Caribbean Pools and Spas.
And thanks to Toyota Taller at toyotaTaller.com. Are you ready to rise above the competition and lead with confidence, influence, and vision? Toyota Taller offers one-on-one coaching to become the best version of yourself so that no matter what happens on the outside, you become unshakable on the inside. Toyota has been guiding Sam through the journey of creating Sam Walker OBX News, avoiding the pitfall startup space, while keeping him focused on being the best reporter and entrepreneur that he can be. Whether you're a business person, a leader, or a rising leader, you're invited to have a conversation with Toyota to see if you're the type of person she can empower to go to the next level, whatever that looks like for you. Don't wait. Schedule your 30-minute clarity call today and learn more about Toyota at toyotaTaller.com. That's TEUTATOWLER.com. Success starts with effective leadership, and that starts with Toyota's leadership coaching. Why you have me spell everyone's stuff?
What?
You always have me.
Doing the spelling ones. Oh, I try to rotate who does what.
I got you.
It'll be next week. We'll rotate. I didn't really have time to redo the run a show. So all right, let's go for a run.
All right. Out.
How long have I been playing that song? How long
70 weeks.
70, well, not that many. I mean, it took me, but how many weeks have we done this? And you continue to step on it. Wait for the hook. Go.
Well, you went like this, just for the record. You did this with your
hand. Did I give you
the
cue?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't mean to give you the cue. All right.
Well, just for
I'll
the
give you the
record,
Disney one next. The Walt cue. The Walt point, 2 fingers. It's all 2 fingers. Why did Walt point like this?
I have no idea.
You don't know why? You don't know why?
Because he always had because he had a cigarette.
Thank you. Okay. Yes. That's why cast members all point. There was the Walt point is a 2-finger point because he's always had a cigarette. And if you look at all the photos, it's photoshopped out.
Oh, they photoshopped it
out.
Oh,
you didn't realize? Oh, no, yeah. Go through and look at all the ones that is photoshopped out. Oh, yeah. They all are. Every single photo like that is completely out. All right, Outer Banks Running Company, the Ronnie Cooper Memorial Stigma Stomp 5K. That's in Barco this Saturday morning. The weekly Corolla Lighthouse 5K and 1 mile series, that starts next Wednesday, the 21st. Nags Head Beach Run and Walks, they start June 12th. The Village at Nags Head Road Races, 5K and 1 mile series, starts June 19th. And the Run Hatteras 5Ks, those are in Avon starting on June the 20th. The OBXRunningCompany.com.
And then there's Outer Banks sporting events. Killer Dunes 2-miler at Jockey's Ridge on July 4th. Outer Banks Triathlon on September 12th and 13th. Another round 25K at Jockey's Ridge on October 18th. And Outer Banks Marathon Weekend, November 7th through the 9th. And that's at obxse.com.
Barrier Island Group, they got the July 4 on the 4th at Kennekeet Shores in Avon. That's where all the Avon races are. I love that course. Labor Day 5K, Labor Day Lighthouse 5K in Buxton is on September 1st. The OBX Gobbler 5K and Fun Run, that of course is on Thanksgiving Day at the Village of Nags Head. The Holiday Hustle 5K at Fort Raleigh National Historic Site has been scheduled for Saturday, December 7th. That's an evening run. BarrierIslandGroup.com.
And then there's the Tarmac 10K, Flight Deck 5K, and 1 mile taxi trot. That's Saturday, October 11th at the Currituck Regional Airport.
Are we doing the 10 mile? Are we doing Virginia Beach 10 mile?
I thought we signed up for it.
Did we?
I don't know. Did we?
The medals are out. You want to see them?
I like that. I do like that 10 mile. Now, Amy and them are like, we're not doing it.
They're not doing the 10 mile?
They don't like that bridge.
They don't like Rudy Inlet Bridge. That bridge is so easy.
Well, look.
That's easier than any, I will say this, it's easier than running up the on-ramp from World Drive to Epcot Center Drive. I'm telling you.
I mean, I'm not going to say I love the bridge, but I mean, I like running through the, we're talking about the Virginia Beach 10 miler.
Virginia Beach 10 miler. It's on Labor Day Sunday.
Weekend.
Yeah.
I like running through the base, the little base.
Yeah,
there.
the National Guard.
I don't know why. I just like that little National Guard
place.
base.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of cool.
It kind of feels like retro, but I don't know. I like it. It doesn't. That race doesn't bother me.
Yeah,
10 miles is like the perfect distance.
So here's I don't know how well that's going to show up. You got the challenge medal on the top left, which is the 10 mile and the 5K, which is just a sunrise and a palm tree round. The flip-flop 10, that's what the 10 miler medal is. Mm-hmm. It looks like blue flip-flops. Mm-hmm. And then, let's see, let me scroll down here. The 5K is a pair of sunglasses, and that's the 1 miler. It's a bomb pop. It's the kids race. It's a bomb pop. That's pretty cool. So anyway, yeah, I think we're signed up for it. I'd have to go back and look. Because don't we?
I feel like we signed up like on our way.
Yeah, we signed up because if we signed up that day, we got like a huge discount or something like that.
I don't know.
So, all right.
Honestly, I just love that we go up to Williamsburg and.
Yeah, we do get to go up to Williamsburg afterwards.
That's what I like. So anyway,
2 days. We did 2 days.
We did.
We'll do 2 days this year too. All right, what's going on at SamWalkerOBXNews.com? Well, if you like soft shells, this is your week. The Outer Banks Soft Shell Week. It wraps up this weekend, so get out there. The restaurants up and down the beach. You got soft shell crab dishes as their featured items. They're all competing for top honors. It's a people's choice thing, so go to your favorite place, get your soft shell on, vote for them.
I cannot do a soft shell.
I know you can't do a soft shell. I will. Yeah, I can do a soft shell. I'll do it. You know what I'll do? I'll do a soft shell eggs Benedict.
Okay.
I'll do that. Yeah. I'm not going to just eat a soft shell crab. I'm not going to throw it on a piece of bread and eat it. That I can't do. Maybe on top of a piece of beef. You're
not even a crab cake person, though, really.
I'll do crab cakes, but you're like every time we go to restaurants, all you eat. Or you always want just crab cakes. And it's like, yeah. Depends on where we're at. Yeah. Okay. And depends on how good it is. All right.
There's a 53rd Hang Gliding Spectacular. The longest running hang gliding competition in the world is underway through Sunday at Jockey's Ridge State Park.
This weekend is Potato Festival weekend in downtown Elizabeth City. The North Carolina Potato Festival runs Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the 16th through the 18th.
The 8th annual Dare to Care OBX Shred Fest is on Saturday, May 17th at the Rodanthe Wave Salvo Community Center Skate Park.
The Coastal Studies Institute and the ECU Integrated Coastal Programs. What are those? That's that big building in Skyco on Roanoke Island. You come across the bridge and you can see it. They are open house. You want to know what they do? It's really a cool place. Open house this Saturday, May 17th from 12:30 to 4.
That's Reed Corbett, right?
Yeah, that's Reed Corbett. Yep, Dr. Reed Corbett. Yep.
In celebration of the upcoming National EMS Week 2025, Dare County EMS will host an open house event at the new Dare County EMS Station 1 in Kill Devil Hills from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday, May 17th.
You can go there and harass Terry. The Lost Colony season opens on May 29th and 30th with the free Dare Night, sponsored by Midget Insurance. Residents from Dare, Terrell, Currituck, and Hyde counties can attend the nation's longest-running outdoor symphonic drama for free. Donate 3 canned food items or non-perishable food items per person.
The 50th anniversary celebration of the founding of Jockey's Ridge State Park 4-day celebration is the first weekend of June, highlighted by a free concert in the dunes by the Connells.
She's not from here, folks.
Followed by the first ever drone light show on the Outer Banks on Friday, June 6th. Free tickets are available online.
The Soundside Fun Fair Summer Kickoff Carnival that benefits the Children and Youth Partnership for Dare County. Everybody's asking, are they coming? They're back this year. It's at the Soundside in Nags Head on June 5th through the 8th. It is a busy week on the beach with the Jockey's Ridge. That ends.
Dare Day is only a few weeks away on Saturday, June 7th in downtown Manio.
And the Under the Oaks Arts Festival returns Tuesday, June 17th and Wednesday, the 18th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's at Corolla Historic Park on the grounds of the Whalehead Club. If you've never seen that or never been, it's pretty impressive. I mean, it's really a cool event, and it's a 2-day event. Maybe we can get somebody to take us over. Hey, look, I forgot. I left the medals up there, folks. Sorry. Hey, there we are. Where are we at? I have totally messed up the show. Turn that off. The camera. What is going on here? Oh, I know what I did. There. Hi. You got to look at the Virginia Beach medals the whole last segment of the show.
That's probably better for them.
Yeah, exactly. But those of you on the audio side, you never knew. Anyway, maybe we'll get somebody to give us a boat ride over to the Oaks. I mean, maybe somebody would give us a boat ride once to Corolla to go for an evening. We know somebody.
We know a few person.
We know a few people or two. Maybe somebody will give us a boat ride. All right. Or maybe we'll get a boat. Anyway, that's going to do it for the Sam
and M
podcast, brought to you by Sanctuary Vineyards, Miles Carpet Cleaning, Caribbean Pools and Spas, ToyotaTower.com, Adinkra Yoga Studio, and Hatteras Island author Jan Dawson. Like, share, follow, subscribe, and hit the bell. Find us on your favorite podcast app, YouTube and Facebook. Give us the 5 stars and interact with us. And your thoughts, too. We'd love to have them. Topics for future episodes. Your horror stories of Wallwater, we'll take those as well if you want. At samwalkerobxnews@gmail.com. And, of course, DM us on the socials. Again, check the description down below or to the left or right or wherever it is, depending on what you're on. For the links to Tiffany Arbogast for that video, but also how you can vote that. Like I said, we'll link to the video in our socials. Then you can get the voting information when it comes out, because it's going to come out after the show drops. So, all right. See you next time on the Sam
and M
podcast. Bye. Let me click this button and make sure it's right. That's the right one. Bye.